If you're looking to cycle, whether it's a recumbent, downhill, free ride, all mountain, cross country, street, park, urban, family or cruiser, at Atlantic Bicycle we have one of the greatest selection in all of South Florida.
Good morning, folks. Today is July 19th and it is the 36th day of the Tour of Discovery. I am in Washington, D.C. and I am right now riding along the Potomac River. I'm going to go to see, well, the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Memorial, and if it is allowed, yes, of course, I would also like to go by the White House. The Potomac, here it is. Oh man. So right now we have 1,247 miles. And it's just wonderful because, well, we're halfway home. And we are in the nation's capital. It's nice. Great experience. By now I must have lost some weight, and I'm sure you can already tell it. You can always tell on my face. You know, you start the tour with a few pounds more, and as you go down, you start losing weight. Starting to get a little bit concerned. You see these? The inner lining. So I have to change tires soon. These are not that great either, and also the back tire is giving me problems. So I'm going to speak with Mark at Catrike. He had offered that if I needed some replacement tires, he would get them to me. Hopefully we can do this via general delivery. Again, the wonderful things about this country, the logistics, the way things are organized. You know, I know we're going through a hard time economically, but we have pretty much an intact infrastructure. We have not been devastated by wars and civil, chaos as in many other nations. So, you know, it's a matter of taking our direction and giving it, well, actually a new direction with new objectives and, new methods of productivity. There are so many opportunities. I am a firm believer that anytime you have a crisis, it's really what you're having. It's a variety of doors are closing so others can be open, and the real opportunities are always around the time of a crisis. I've seen this happen in my life countless times, and I've seen it happen in history countless times. So, as bad as things can be right now for the nation and the world, it's also a time of opportunity. It's how you focus those obstacles, how you look at the obstacle, and how you see that as an opportunity to learn and to change and to move on. All right, I won't preach too much. I have a friend that says, Rafael, you tend to go on the preaching side often. And, well, that's part of me. In any event, I'm thrilled to be here, and I will catch you later. Good morning, folks. Today is July 20th. In my country, originally Colombia, is actually Independence Day. Yes, like the Americans, we also fought a Revolutionary War, but not against the British, but rather against the Spanish. And it was decided in the Battle of Boyacá in Colombia, the fate of what later would be La Gran Colombia, made up of Venezuela, Colombia, and Ecuador, because Panama was always part of Colombia until 1903. In any event, yesterday, hopefully you had an opportunity to enjoy the photography from Washington, D.C. It really was a very nice day. Lovely scenery, temples, the monuments, being able to ride Manifest Destiny around Washington, D.C. was the greatest experience. Also, Matthew Ramirez has his 5th episode of TOD TV, and it was also uploaded. You've noticed that I haven't been able to upload week 5 for the videos, and the reason is I haven't taken a rest day since Mannheim, where I basically had to stay 2 days because of the severe thunderstorms. And so the reality is it's been a bit tied to budget and a bit to time, but more to budget really. The reality is that, let me turn around, I'm going to take a break because there's a road coming up. The reality is I have edited the videos, but I didn't have enough time to upload them yesterday. It just took me all day between writing the articles for the Sunday Outlook edition of the Sun Sentinel. By the way, that's where I'm doing most of my writing, so every weekend if you go there, and they should also appear online, that's where you can read my writing. It's very difficult to do everything, so photos for sure per day, video, an update every 3 days max. I don't like to go beyond that because you need some feedback from me, some reporting, and then once a week the videos of the week. Hopefully within the next 2 days I'm going to be able to upload these. I'm now making my way down to Fredericksburg, and then from Fredericksburg I'm actually going to go into Jamestown, Colonial Williamsburg, and Yorktown, and then back up to Richmond. And then Richmond is where the 3rd map of the Atlantic route of the Adventure Cycling Association ends. I start my 4th map, and that takes me into the northern part of North Carolina. My goal is to go along the Outer Banks and then into Wilmington and continue on to South Carolina and then Georgia and well, Florida, St. Augustine. I think I am running a little bit behind schedule, and I am seeing the possibility of making it all the way down to Key West as not a realistic possibility. I really think I am, as is, I am very tight. So I am really considering finishing the entire tour in Weston, because at the end of the day, that's where I teach, that's where I live, and the promises to my students were made there anyway. So as much as I want to go to Key West, there's a time constraint and there's also budget constraint. And by the way, any sponsorship of miles, remember, you enter to win a recumbent trike, whether it's a expedition like this one or the dash. Make sure that you look at the page, the link below for the details. But your support is really important. Your support allows me to bring you the story, and it just facilitates the process of going forward, because, well, it is the 37th day on the road, and it can be no, it's not that it can be. It is actually quite expensive. No matter how much you budget things and how frugal you are. All right, guys. My goal today is to ride as much as I can. The weather's good. I just hope it doesn't start raining, and I hope the sun doesn't come out and overheats me. All right, guys. As always, I will catch you later.